AITA. Am I the a-hole? That's what we're doing today. So let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for giving my daughter $60 a week, but my son nothing? What? Hold up. Maybe. Okay, so I'm 45 female, have 2 kids, 17 male and 15 male. We moved earlier this year to be closer to my parents as my parents' health is declining. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My daughter was excited about the move. My son has struggled to adjust. Due to the move, my job shifted to hybrid and I need a work from home setup. My bedroom is too small and the only options were the lounge and one of my kids' rooms during school hours. I proposed this to them. My son flat out refused. Hell no, no way. But my daughter offered her room and half joked about charging me rent for the space. I thought it was fair. Wait, but hold up. Don't you pay for the whole place at the end of the day, right? Like, is your daughter helping you pay rent for the place? But I'm okay, let's continue. I thought it was fair as I get a $20 a day work from home allowance. I agreed to give it to her. Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense then. I mean, it's like a cute thing to do. You don't have to because you technically do probably pay for the whole place. But 20 days or so, I agreed to give it to her if she was okay with me setting up a small office in her room. I work from 8:30 to 5. Oh, that's not even that bad. What? Hold up. It's just a small space in your room? Dude, your son's kind of an a-hole. What the hell? And she usually starts homework right around when I finish, so it worked out well. Yeah, they're not even going to be home. Why does your son care? Okay, now I see where this is going. Now the issue. My son is pissed that my sister is getting paid $60. I don't do regular allowances, just canteen money, about $10 a week every now and then, and other needs as they come up. I told him he had the same opportunity and now is shit out of luck. Yeah, I mean, he has to learn. I mean, if you're a poopy person, you don't get rewards for that. Well, most of the time. He got angry and brought up the move, saying he never gets to see his friends. For the record, I drove him back to visit his friends every 2 weeks for visits. I told him I understood his feelings, but said I wouldn't tolerate being spoken to like S. He then started an argument with his sister too, going in on her for being an opportunistic biatch. And she called him a whiny little a-hole. Yeah, he sounds like one. To cool off, I offered one of them the option to stay at their grandparents for the night, not as a punishment, but to break the tension. My son opted to go. And while dropping him off, my mom told me that I was favoring my daughter and should be paying them equally. My dad disagreed. Yeah, I love how your dad is the one that knows. Saying my son had the chance and was out of luck. Am I the a-hole? ETA. The conversation took place over the course of the afternoon, and I didn't immediately agree to the deal with my daughter. I offered it to my son first, who reiterated, hell no, and get the F out of my room. I also should mention the reason I have the smallest room is due to the lack of insulation in the ceiling and flooring, making it damp. And as we're heading into winter, I wasn't sending either kid in there. The room also fits a single bed and a set of drawers. Okay, so it's a small place. Yeah, that's so easy. Info, why not just switch rooms with your daughter so that your office is in your own bedroom? OP says, the size of my room is significantly smaller than both my kids. Oh, that's really sweet that you give them the bigger rooms. It fits a dresser and a single bed and leaves no room for much more. I originally figured that I'd just be happier taking the small room as I had the rest of. What a selfless mother, first off, because I would not do that. Maybe I'm a shitty person. I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, all right, kids, you guys got to have like the smaller room. I don't know what to tell you, but I would probably make the son because he's the youngest. It's just the way it is. Pecking order. It's also only room with no under floor and ceiling insulation. Oh, okay. So she really was looking out for her kids. Holy crap. What a great mother. Yeah, obviously not the a-hole. Son's being an a-hole, in my opinion. I mean, you could have your own opinion, but that's just mine. A lot of these AITAs are always, the OP's usually not the a-hole. Every now and then we'll see one, but Am I the Devil has been where we see some of, and if you guys haven't seen that series on this channel, I highly recommend you guys check that out because that's when OP is 100% the a-hole and it's always just polar opposite vibe. I usually read AITAs, just read the crazy scenarios people have with other people. Oh, this one has a lot of likes. Am I the a-hole for booking my own Airbnb so I don't have to sleep on a couch for 6 nights? No, I can already say no because I hate sleeping on couches. That's something about me. I'm very particular with my sleep, and I'm a light sleeper. It's hard for me to sleep with certain people, and like it's very specific. And so I don't like keep sleeping on couches, and it's really hard for me to actually get good sleep on there. So I fully agree. But let's see where this goes first. My immediate and extended family has booked a vacation for later in the summer. My aunt who found this place knew the owner and had a great deal. My aunt initially said that there were 6 bedrooms. Oh my God, I've been in a situation like this. Okay, I'm going to continue first before I go on a tangent. 1 room for her and her husband, my uncle, 1 room for my parents, 1 room for my cousin, and her husband, 1 room for the other cousin and his wife, and 1 room for their kids. And both are both under 10. Who are both under 10. The last bedroom, you may wonder, is where my aunt made an innocent mistake in miscounting. There are only 5 bedrooms. They told me that my boyfriend and I would have to sleep on a pull-out couch. I told my parents I would rather not sleep on a couch, even if it's a pull-out. I also don't want to make my boyfriend sleep on the couch for me either. With me either for his own privacy. It's in the living room, which is in the middle of everything. I would rather not be woken up to people starting their day, and I would rather not have to change in the bathroom each and every day, each and every time, or even leave all my stuff in the living room as well. I don't want to change in my parents' room either because I know I would probably rush so that they could have their own privacy. I don't want to put my luggage in anyone else's room and fill their room with clutter. Same goes for my boyfriend. I don't want to make him do that either. My family has never had this big of a vacation all together in such a long time. I would love to be involved, but whatnot, but I would rather not go if I can't have my own room to myself, or I'll book my own place nearby, and I will pay for my part of the main house everyone is in regardless. Yeah, that's like there's no way that you're an a-hole in this situation. What? My mom refused both options as I will ruin the trip. Dude, how does your mom not understand? Like, that's just a crazy lack of awareness from your mother. It will ruin the trip if I don't stay under the same roof. Dude, what? It's as if you sleeping will make a big difference. Like, once everyone's asleep, you don't hang out with people. It's not like a sleepover. If I get my own place to stay, it would probably solely be to sleep. I plan to be with my family at all other times and events. I don't care about the price of only getting an Airbnb just to sleep. I want my privacy. No, I so respect that. I'm the exact same way. Haven't mentioned it to my cousins or anyone yet that I'm considering getting my own place as close as possible. Am I the a-hole? No, you're not. Easy. I'm the exact same way. Dude, I remembered we booked a trip, an Airbnb trip to Puerto Rico, and one of my friends had all the planning responsibilities, and he effed up royally. And honestly, it kind of makes me hesitate to have him plan trips from now on, because he booked an Airbnb that said whatever amount of room, and then I got shafted because I was the smallest person, but there wasn't enough rooms for everyone. There was only 3 bedrooms, and there's like 5 of us, and the girls stayed together. The 2 guys got their own rooms, and then I'm the smallest guy. And my friend is a huge guy, so he literally wouldn't have even fit on the couch. So I just slept on the couch, but it sucked because it was in the living room. So I was hearing everything, and it just was not a fun trip. But yeah, if you're planning a trip, account for everyone, and don't be pissed off if they leave. What's the comment say? I mean, it'd be crazy if anyone says, yeah, not the a-hole. I would get my own Airbnb. Why can't the kids get on the pull-out couch? Yeah, what the hell? Are you expected to pay a fair share? What would that be? Yeah, why are the kids getting the room? If anything, the adults should. Is it per family person? Blah blah blah. Ask for mom. How will it ruin the trip? And if she feels that way, is she willing to take the living room? I think not. Oh, that's so true. It seems like your aunt's whole family gets the main room. Maybe suggest that mom that she might like to be in the Airbnb with you and your boyfriend, where if they need quiet time, they can have a place to do so. My mom is probably saying the trip will be ruined because she would be the only ones from her part if the family you do not stay there. I see. Yeah, that's crazy. My aunt who planned found this house, and the young children are her direct bloodline, so I guess they have the upper hand over me. My mom is sisters with the aunt who booked it, but the young children are my aunt's sons, so I guess that trumps my 24-year-old ass. Lol. per person pays. I will be paying the same as the adults. I don't mind paying to keep. Whoa, that's kind of messed up. To be staying on the couch. My mom's always been like that wonderful woman, but perfectionist, I guess. She's always says how the family has to stick together and BS. IDK, I'm close with her, but it's annoying to hear. You're paying the same. Yeah, that's crazy to me. All right, let's read more. Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit my sister's kids after she called me selfish for prioritizing my career? I, 28 female, have been working hard to build my career in graphic design. Hell yeah. I recently landed a big freelance contract that requires a lot of late nights and focus, which I'm thrilled about since it could open up major doors for me. My sister Jen, who's 32, is a single mom with 2 kids, 6 and 4, male and female. And I've always tried to help her out when I can, like watching the kids for a few hours here and there, or picking them up from daycare if she's stuck at work. Last week, Jen asked me to babysit her kids for 3 full days, Friday to Sunday, because she got a last-minute invite to her friend's bachelorette party out of town. I told her that I couldn't because I have a tight deadline for this contract and I'd already be committing to working through the weekend. She got upset and said that she really needed this break. Well, this is going to sound so messed up, but like when you have kids, it becomes your responsibility, not someone else. They didn't choose to have your kids. Like it's nice enough that OP has been helping. I've been in this boat, dude. Like my sister, when we were younger, she doesn't do this anymore. She was younger. She would just put her daughter on me and I would get mad at her. And we had to have like legitimate conversations about this. And then she got a lot better, thank God. But we had to like talk. And I was like, hey, look, like you got to value my time. It doesn't matter if I'm at a different point in my life or not. I didn't choose to have a kid. And like, I'll help when I can. But at the end of the day, if I can't help, you got to respect that. And then she luckily, started respecting that, which is great. But anyways, continuing, she got upset and said that she really needed this break and that I was being selfish for always putting my job first, which is like a good thing. What? I suggested she ask our parents or our friend, but she said that I was her best option because the kids love me and I'm free. Well, too bad. I don't charge her, but I also don't get paid for my time. Things escalate when she called me the next day saying that I was abandoning the family. Oh, get out of here. And that I'd regret choosing work over her and her kids. I got frustrated and told her, yeah, she's pulling a whole ultimatum on you. What the hell? I got frustrated and told her that I'm not her built-in babysitter and that she needs to plan better instead of guilting me. She didn't even give you like a great notice or anything either. She hung up and hasn't spoken to me since. Now my mom is saying that I could have been more understanding since Jen's had a rough year. And you haven't? But I feel like I'm allowed to prioritize my own life sometimes. Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit and snapping at her? I love my nephews, but I feel like Jen expects me to drop everything when she needs. Yeah, so not the a-hole. Come on now. Not the a-hole, and if your mother wanted to make this her business, then she would babysit. So true. Yeah, I mean, these are obvious ones, but I do love reading them anyways. Oh, am I the a-hole for announcing my pregnancy shortly after my sister's? Okay. I, 26, am married. Female, my husband 31, and I have a 5-year-old boy. We're expecting our second baby. I'm 18 weeks now. Congrats. My older sister, who's 31, is also married and she's expecting her first child. She's about 26 weeks. They have some issues getting pregnant and it took a while. Our family knew this. I think I was very supportive, which is why I find her reaction out of place. 3 weeks ago, we had a family gathering. I was going to announce that I'm pregnant then, but I didn't because I met up with my sister a few days prior, and she told me about the baby and that she was planning to tell everyone in the gathering. Okay, so you didn't do it then. Okay, that's good so far. I understand that it was a bit difficult for her since it's something that she's been really wanting. She had waited a bit longer than I did with my first baby because she was scared of having a miscarriage. I totally supported her and I didn't tell her about my own pregnancy because I didn't want her to think, that's where you kind of mess up. I feel like you should have communicated that. Sora, do you want to be in the video? Sora really wanted to be in the video. I mean, good sisters would just communicate, in my opinion. She didn't want her to feel like I was stealing her spotlight, which ended up happening anyways. She announced her pregnancy during the gathering and everyone congratulated her. It was good. Fast forward, last week I was talking to our brother's girlfriend. She noticed my pregnancy and I confirmed it. Since she was planning a family gathering, they recently moved to a house with a garden, so they wanted us to host a garden party, or they wanted to host one. She told me that I could announce the pregnancy at our family, to our family at their party. I said sure. I was planning on to send a text to the family's group chat to share the news. Honestly, that would have probably been a safer option, but I don't think you're inherently wrong for announcing, but definitely just sending a text casual would be cool too. The day of the party came, my brother and his girlfriend cooked for us and it was nice. I don't think you're doing anything wrong by that. I mean, you didn't mean to get pregnant the same time. It just happened. What? Then I told everyone that I'm pregnant again. Everyone, of course, congratulated me and started asking me the usual questions. How far along am I? How was I feeling, etc. My sister, however, got upset. I noticed that she was looking off and I asked her what's up because I thought that she maybe was feeling sick. She said that why isn't she happy that you guys get to be pregnant together? Like, that's like a cool thing to share. I would feel like, she said that I'm such an egocentric biatch and she knew that I would do something like this to steal her spotlight. Someone to get pregnant to steal your spot. That is the craziest way to steal someone's spotlight. Like, let me just get pregnant just so I get the attention. Like, that is a crazy. I don't think anyone is planning on just outright getting pregnant just to steal a spotlight. That's crazy. I asked her how I could do it on purpose if I didn't even know she was getting pregnant until very recently. Oh, so valid. She told me that either way, I knew she was trying, but I don't think I should put my life on pause just for her. We argued. She called me a lot of names. I called her names back. I admit it. She then told me that I didn't have to make such a big deal to announce my pregnancy since it's my second baby, not my first. Well, what? She also said that I was jealous of the attention she got before, and that's why I made this all about myself, so everyone could pay attention to me and not her. I don't think I did anything wrong, but I clearly hurt her, so I'm wondering if I am in fact the a-hole and I should have kept it my announcement low-key. You could have kept it low-key. Are you an a-hole for not? No. Your sister is being a fucking meanie. Not the a-hole. At 18 weeks of pregnancy was going to be announced itself sooner. Anyways, yeah, it's unavoidable. Yeah, I never understood this line of thinking. Like, what is she supposed to do? Just keep the quiet the whole time? Oh my goodness. Are you expecting? Nope. Just getting fat for the fun of it. Yeah, that's so true. All right, we're going to read like one more because I do have to go soon and film another one because I have so much to do tomorrow. And I have a trip coming up, so I'm trying to like get all these videos out for you guys. Oh, and don't worry, if you are a Patreon member, we're still going to read like 2 or 3 stories. It's probably going to be a shorter episode for Patreon folks, but nevertheless, if you are interested in exclusive extended content every single day, first link in the description box if you're interested in Patreon. But yeah, all right, let's read one more good one. What? Am I the a-hole for taking my girlfriend's dad to court? Made a whole account for the first time because my friend said that this would be a good story here. I'm 19-year-old male and have been dating my girlfriend 18 for about a year. Okay, so they're young. A couple weeks ago, I got pulled over while driving home from her place, and just my luck, the officer who pulled me over was her dad. Although very awkward, he kept it purely professional, said I was speeding, and gave me a ticket. Now, if I was speeding, that would have been perfectly fine, but the problem is I wasn't. I have a dash cam that logs GPS and speed data, and I checked it as soon as I got home. It clearly shows I was going under the speed limit the entire time. I told my girlfriend I'm planning on fighting the ticket in court. She's really upset and says that it's going to cause a lot of tension with her family. Wow, that's kind of shocking. Well, I don't know. She thinks I should just pay the fine and move on. No, not if you're not speeding. What? Even if I was speeding. If I wasn't speeding. What the hell? She should not say that. From my point of view, this isn't about her dad personally. It's about purely not wanting anything marked against my license. She feels that by taking it to court, I'm basically accusing her dad of either lying or making a serious mistake, which she could have. And that could put him in a very difficult position professionally and personally. Well, maybe if he did his job right. She's worried this is going to cause a rift. And it could have been a mistake too. So like, I'm not going to say it's 100% anyone's fault. She's worried this is going to cause a rift, not just between me and her dad, but possibly between her dad and her as well as for being associated with me. I get where she's coming from, and I don't want to disrespect her dad or damage the relationship I built with him. Honestly, we've always gotten along well. He's a tough guy, but I respect him a lot, and I know he's just doing his job. I never had a ticket before, and I'm surprised that dad didn't like go easy on him, and he wasn't even speeding. And I pay for my own car and insurance, so something like this could raise my rates and stick with me, especially being so young. I'm not trying to be difficult, dramatic, or disrespectful. I just don't think that it's right to let someone slide that could impact me long term, especially when I have clear evidence that I wasn't speeding. I'm still planning on fighting the ticket. I have a dash cam footage. I know I wasn't speeding, but my girlfriend is incredibly upset. She's been distant ever since I told her, and lately she's barely talking to me. Yeah, if she's being like this on something and not supportive, I mean, this might not be the one, dude. You guys are also young. I can tell she's really hurt and stressed about the whole thing. She keeps saying that I'm choosing a stupid traffic ticket over her and her family, which is technically true, but that ticket comes with a lot more than just a one-time fine, which is so true. I just got a speeding ticket recently. Not fun. I don't want to take the blame for something I didn't do, so I already pled not guilty and have the court hearing out in a few weeks. I think this might be the right move for putting my future first. Yeah, you should care about yourself first. Not the a-hole, but your girlfriend is being unfair as hell. You didn't go looking for a fight. Her dad wrote a bogus ticket while in uniform, and you've got proof it's BS. That's not choosing a ticket over your family. That's not letting someone screw over your insurance record and money for no reason. If your dad was a decent cop, he'll accept that and that you're just doing what you're right to defend yourself. If he isn't, then yeah, maybe that'll cause a rift either way. You're not disrespecting anyone by standing up for yourself, especially when you've gotten the receipts. Tell her that you're putting your life on pause. You're not putting your life on pause to avoid your dad's feelings, her dad's feelings. If that's too much for her, that says way more about where your relationship's headed than a damn traffic court. Yeah, it's more telling than anything. Like, I don't know. Also, how could proving the speeding ticket wrong put her dad in a real difficult position? Cops don't get in any trouble for... Yeah, that's so true. I'm not going to read that on YouTube, but yeah, they don't even get in trouble for worse, so you'll be fine. Yeah, anyways, we're going to wrap it up because I got to film a whole nother video before the end of the day. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you are new to my channel, we do stuff like this every single day. Make sure you guys stay tuned by hitting the subscribe notification bell, like, comment. Interested in Patreon, first link in the description box. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.